Hey everyone! Today we're going to talk about mental health at the workplace. Welcome to Invincible Innovation Live Show. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm Mazor, Kario, product innovation and value creation expert, and I have a wonderful guest with me. Hi, Craig.
Hi, good to see you.
Craig Fearn is the Global Wellbeing Sustainability Expert. And I'm sure we're going to have a really interesting talk. Craig is globally recognized Mental Health and Wellbeing Board member and CEO, leading transformational program which place people well-being within business strategies for global corporations and private clients. Yeah.
Wow, I sound really important. Can you read that
Yeah.
again?
And even, yeah, I could do that. But more importantly, and this is like the first time for me, Craig's birthday is today. So happy birthday, Craig.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I get younger. I'm kind of like Benjamin Button.
Oh, I'm on the other way, but tell me how you do. We're live on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, and you're so invited to join the discussion and ask questions. And now we can start. Like we're talking about a serious subject, but I think it demands some kind of open-hearted conversation, and it may be a bit of humor, although it's a really important topic. So why mental health is so important for businesses today?
It's a really good question. Mental health, mental well-being has been obviously around for years and years and years. It's not a new phenomenon. It's just something that we're actually starting to take seriously, put a proper name to. We're talking about age. My age is such that I can remember that the days where you would sort of say that your mental health wasn't very well. And I can remember my parents telling me, just what are you talking about?
Yeah,
You're a kid. Your kids don't have
yeah,
well.
of course.
And it's sort of continued through from that point of view. And I've been working in this field now for the last 15 years or so, in different roles, different places. And I sort of started down this road with businesses before it was really cool, in inverted commas, to want to look after
Yeah.
yourself. I was kind of the guy that was knocking at the doors of these businesses saying, hey, you really should be doing something about this, and kind of being chased out by the dogs down the
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of,
This weirdo came again to talk.
yeah.
What is
He's
talking
got
about?
this crazy idea about looking after our staff.
Yeah,
We just don't know what's going on. Business is a place where we spend so much time of our lives. Whether employed by someone, whether we're a solopreneur, whether we're a startup business, work becomes at least half of our
at
week,
least.
more than half of our week.
I would say more, because if
Yeah,
you're working about 9 hours and you have like traffic time going and coming back more or less, and you have like about 12, 14 hours a week, I think it's like 230.
yeah, indeed. And I think the thing is, it's kind of weird that we say, why is mental health so important for business? Because actually, if we're in work most of our life, well, why isn't it? It's kind of the
Yeah,
other way around. Businesses, if we're giving so much to a business, we're there so many times, of the day, to act the old sort of attitude of, well, I pay you a wage and that's it. That's my responsibility to you. I give you
yeah,
money, you do a job, and
yeah,
that's just the way it was. And
yeah,
even going back further and further in history, we didn't have scenarios, unless we were talking about sort of the Industrial Revolution and things like that, where people were put through these really poor workplace conditions and bad sort of things. And we like to think that we've eliminated most of these, in terms of sort of the physical health of the employee. So, the amount of time you're allowed to work during a day, or the amount of, physically what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do, your health and safety regulations, your sort of all these kind of things. But what never sort of came to the forefront was actually what it was doing to people from a mental point of view.
yeah.
Now,
and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's because we're so appreciating our minds, because like when you have an employee, you get his mind, you get his, like, this is what you get, his cognition abilities, and sometimes if you're a worker, maybe you get his body to do something, but you don't even think about the fact that you're getting a whole person with a heart and a soul, and it's all for you when he's your worker or employee.
indeed, because you're paying for them to do a task. So in your mind, the only thing you're paying for is whatever it is that's doing the task. Obviously, we leave the rest of it at home and we forget about it until we go back and pick it up again. But, I spent so long sort of going to businesses and fighting that fight. So the whole sort of, look, your staff members aren't numbers, they're people, they're individuals, they have hopes, dreams, aspirations, they have families, they have lives, they have all these other sorts of things. And I never got anywhere. And I used to get shut down. And the biggest question that I was always asked, in fact, one of the first questions I was always asked when I would go